As the young woman stepped out of the elevator, the CEO suddenly pulled her back inside. He asked, "Are you cold?" Before she could answer, he took off his coat, draped it over her shoulders, and wrapped his arms around her. She was completely stunned by his unexpected behavior. What she didn't realize was that the CEO was only doing it to make a manipulative woman standing nearby back off. The moment that woman walked away, the CEO pressed the button for the first floor. As soon as the elevator doors opened, he ruthlessly shoved the young woman out, leaving her furious. Just then, one of her coworkers called and invited her to a party. She had no idea that the same manipulative woman would be there. Still holding a grudge over what had happened earlier, the woman forced the girl to pose for a photo with her. Then, in the very next moment, she deliberately knocked a priceless decorative sculpture worth hundreds of thousands of dollars into the water and blamed the young woman for it. Before she could explain, everyone around her started criticizing her and demanded that she pay for the damage. She didn't have that kind of money. Taking a deep breath, she stepped into the knee-deep water and searched for the sculpture. After a long search, she finally found it. Excited, she started walking back, but suddenly she slipped and fell into the water. At that exact moment, the CEO arrived. Without hesitation, he rushed over and jumped into the water. He took the sculpture from her hands and tossed it aside. The young woman tried to go back and retrieve it again, but before she could, the CEO lifted her into his arms and carried her out of the banquet hall. Later, they arrived at the hospital. The CEO even bought her a fresh set of clothes to change into. Seeing how thoughtful he was, the young woman's face instantly turned bright red. Embarrassed, she asked the doctor to check her temperature. Everything was perfectly normal. She couldn't understand why her face kept getting so red. Worried that her injury might be more serious than it looked, the CEO insisted that the doctor prescribe medication. But after examining the wound, the doctor looked surprised. "If you had waited just a little longer," he said, "it would have healed on its own." Even so, the CEO wrapped her injured hand in an enormous thick bandage, almost like a cast. That night, the young woman wanted to wash her hair, but her heavily bandaged hand made it nearly impossible. She tried to remove the bandage, but the CEO caught her and became furious. "If you take that bandage off," he warned, "I'll dock your pay." Left with no choice, she wrapped it back up. She tried several different ways to wash her hair, but couldn't even bend her head properly. Just as she finally managed to lean forward, the CEO walked in. He quietly offered to wash her hair for her. As she watched him gently and carefully shampoo her hair, her heart began to race. For the first time, she felt completely safe in his arms. A strong YouTube title for this story would be